Hello, everyone. I actually came across this interesting article a few days ago. It was on Fox News. It was in their opinion section, so that has to be taken into account. It was by Keith Abloh, which is he's kind of their Dr. Phil. That's the best way to describe him. And I'm actually going to show you the headline of the article. That's the headline. He's basically saying he's telling parents not to let their kids watch Dancing with the Stars because it's Chaz Bono. And the reason is because Chaz Bono's a transsexual. And that might cause kids to become transsexuals. That's his premise. And he goes into this very long, very involved tangent as to how if a tomboyish girl or a sensitive boy were to watch Dancing with the Stars with Chaz Bono dancing, that this is going to influence them in ways that, well, we just don't know. And some of the examples that he gives as far as to say how we should be basically pitying Chaz Bono as opposed to supporting Chaz Bono, or like probably I think most people will not care about Chaz Bono. He goes into this explanation about body modification, gets to the point of speciesism. And I was just reading this and going, you've got to be kidding. Now what's funny is, he's of the opinion that this is going to be this incredible influence on kids, that they have to do this. Yet, and this is a very important thing, in 2006, there was no outcry from someone who also could have caused a huge controversy. Now, in 2006, on Dancing with the Stars, one of the people was Lance Bass, who was gay. But that's not the person I'm talking about. That was like, oh, he's gay. Is he going to dance with a man or a woman? They got a woman to dance with him, and whatever controversy there might have been died down. No one said anything about Kim Kardashian. Now you're saying Kim Kardashian, bad influence on kids. Let's think about this for a moment. Think about it just very simply. If a child, and we'll use the word child because, let's face it, whenever they talk about protecting our kids, they're not talking about 16, 17, and 18-year-old people. No, they're talking 9, 11, and 12. They're talking about, let's think about the little girl in the corner or the little boy that somehow by watching this is going to be influenced the rest of their life. They're not talking about a 16, 17, or 18-year-old kid who's going to look at this and have at least some sort of thinking going on or anything like that, because, of course, we think kids are stupid, but that's a whole other issue. If a child looked at Chaz Bono and thought, hey, you know what? I have those same feelings too. I think I'm trapped in the wrong body. Well, for the full transformation to take place, they're going to have to talk to parents, maybe. They're definitely going to have to talk to a doctor. A doctor's going to have to approve it. There's going to be psychological testing that goes on for years and years and years to make sure that this transgender modification is actually something that should be done. It's not like Kim Kardashian. Now you're saying, why Kim Kardashian a bad influence? At the time, it had just been a little over a year of the release of the infamous sex tape. And actually, Kim Kardashian got on the show because of her reality show, which she got because of the sex tape. Now, for a little girl or a little boy to say, hey, I want to be like Kim Kardashian, pretty simple. You need a camera, you need some liquor, and you need a willing partner. And in some cases, you can get rid of the willing partner if you want to. And boom, you put out the sex tape, and if you go by the Kim Kardashian formula, what happens is that you now can have, let's see, you can have your mom get rich, your two sisters get rich, the older ones, your two little sisters can get rich if they want to, your stepfather, who is already rich, can get richer. You're talking about a family that Kim Kardashian, I believe, or let's just make it thinkable for us. $60 million was made either by the family or by Kim Kardashian in a year. Add on top of that the wedding she just had. Most people, they're spending money to do a wedding. $17 million she got from the wedding because she was a reality star. So if I'm a young person and I'm looking at Kim Kardashian's life, I'm going to say, you know what? That looks like the thing that I want to do because it looks really simple to do. And if you don't believe me, ask Montana Fishburne. Ask any actress that has released or had something released of a sex tape and ask how their career has gone. Yes, on the one hand, a lot of people have had like some very bad things that happen to them as far as scorn and ridicule. However, I mentioned Montana Fishburne. You know who she is. You didn't know who she was before the sex tape issue came out. Now, think of that. A child looks at maybe their family situation, maybe looks at maybe have a low self-esteem, and all they need with a camera, maybe some liquor, and a willing partner, they can make a sex tape. They're thinking in their head, they can make a sex tape, help their family out. In fact, just to add the cherry on top, who's one of the people that's on Dancing with the Stars this season, along with Chaz? Kim Kardashian's brother. So, and I'm using this in quote, with all due respect to the article that you wrote, Mr. Doctor, maybe if you went after the real culprit that people could actually emulate and have emulated, as opposed to attacking someone who is doing this, maybe they are doing it for self-esteem. Maybe it will give some people a chance to say, you know what, I feel trapped, and if Chaz can do it, I can do it too. Maybe that's better than not saying anything about someone who has gained their fame and fortune by making a sex tape that pretty much anyone can do. That's my 2 cents on the matter. That's my 2 cents on the matter, and I will talk to you next time.